This video is specific to mounting the new FlexLoc hardware by Ride Designs to a wheelchair with tubular back canes. So this is your traditional mounting mechanism. The first thing that's going to happen is you're going to get your Ride Custom back with your FlexLoc hardware and a bag of tools, everything you'll need to take care of this operation. So in your bag of tools, you have your 4mm, which covers virtually every adjustment for fitting except for the rotation at the back plate, which you can use this sweet little 10mm Ride Designs wrench. You'll also have 2 additional screws. They're shorter than the ones that come installed. These are the screws you're going to swap out in the clamp to go onto your narrower back cane, specifically your 3/4 inch and smaller. And what I mean by smaller, that funky looking profile quickie back cane. We'll step around this way. I'm going to show you how this clamp works. If you're familiar with our previous multi-axial hardware, you remember just the handful of parts you had. This is a clamp all ready to go onto the chair. This is the clamp all ready to go onto the chair. You've got a captive screw and a barrel bolt and a hinged clamp. You're simply going to take this clamp, wrap it around the cane, swing your bolt, your screw into it, and tighten it down. Watch carefully. It's so quick and easy, you may miss it. Certainly we provide tools for you, but having a nice T-handle is a great luxury. Okay, so there's my right side. Again, got my clamp, open it up, swing it into place. Oops, I'm upside down. There's no top or bottom on these. The receiver can be mounted in either direction. They can be rotated around to the front of the canes for more reach forward, rotated around to the back of the canes, or any place in between, depending on how you want to ultimately end up with your Ride Custom back oriented. I want to eyeball these, get them as level as possible. Boom. I'm ready to receive the hardware. All right? So this is what you would have done had you had the quick release option for the hardware. Okay? Because your clamps can be separated from the hardware. Now, that's obviously easier. Now, if I'm mounting this with fixed mount hardware, that means the receivers will be attached to the hardware. So you got a few more things in your hands, okay? Now please recognize I'm demonstrating this fixed mount installation with the quick release. Okay, bear with me. The idea is when you do go with the standard configuration fixed mount, quick release being an upcharge, your mounting blocks are going to be attached to the hardware. So it can be a bit of a handful. So what I recommend you do is you just do the one side first. Okay? Just get one side screwed onto there. To make my life a little bit easier, I'm just going to slide that down onto there. Again, I did that upside down. I tend to want to keep my mounting screw oriented to the outside of the chair for ease of access. I'm just going to set that on there, eyeball in my height to where I think it's going to need to be. One side's done. Okay, with one side secured, it's really easy to swing around and take care of the other side. Simply going to open it up, level it out. This is more realistic here. We're going to again, get it leveled out, back the screw out until it'll swing into place. Once it swings into place, Get my height dialed in there. You've just mounted your FlexLoc system to round canes. So, traditional mounting of FlexLoc clamps to round canes requires the screw that it comes with to go onto your 7/8 and 1-inch tubes. You'll simply swap those screws out for the shorter screws when going onto smaller diameter tubing. You don't even have to do that, but recognize your screws is going to stick. Your longer screws are going to stick out a lot and be a little bit ugly, and maybe a snagging point. That's why we include these extra screws. Again, recognize I can have these clamps oriented any way I wish around these tubes to create the platform for my back support where it needs to be relative to the cushion. Thank you very much.